get to the Lakers, who added Russell Westbrook and a bunch of other veteran players this offseason. And Russ was asked about critics who say the team is too old. And he said, quote, "We got a team full of nice, experienced vets. It's going to kick these young bleepity bleep bleep." Dave, you cover the Lakers. What do you make of these bleeped out comments from Russell Westbrook?
Well, they better beat these young teams he's talking about. That means they're the teams you're playing in the regular season. They better rack up a lot of wins. And Melo said in his introductory press conference that we all know what we're here for and we got to win. There's that built-in pressure here. Now, in the playoffs and the finals, should they get there won't be young teams. There'll be more veteran-laden rosters. They just got to win. I mean, they made these moves to put together a championship team. Rob Pelinka said it in his comments, saying it's all about being obsessed with championship number 18 for the franchise. So, yeah, beat the young teams, beat the old teams, beat the teams in the middle. You got to win, Lakers.
And they weren't built for 3 or 4 years, as we know. They were built for this season. This is like team load management. Every day you're going to be tweeting out, oh, God, okay, somebody else is sitting down. Because the key is not these games in February or March. They need to be ready for the postseason. If they get there, I think they can have a legit chance. My fear is when you have that many older guys, even as proud as they are and as talented as everybody is, LeBron on down, you just worry about the health staying there for 82 games plus a long postseason run.
Well, we just saw a graphic, right? 31.8, as I mentioned at the top of the show. That would be the oldest roster to win. There are 5 teams that have a median age of 31 that have won in the past, but that is it. So, Dave, what have you been hearing about sort of how the Lakers are viewing this? Forget outside critics, inside the team, how are they viewing this age dynamic?
Well, you know, Frank Vogel is one of the most counterintuitive things you'd think with a aging roster is that we want to be a fast-breaking team.
Right.
And he believes that they can do it based on the personnel in LeBron and Westbrook being so great in the open court. But, of course, they're going to have to get the requisite defensive stops and get up and down the court and stay healthy to do so. Listen, every single player that they picked, part of the Rob Pelinka plan is to get the sign-off from AD and LeBron on those players. He wants them to have equity in the decision-making process. And so there's no haphazard choices here. They believe all the guys they have are going to fit a certain way. They got to prove it.
Dave, to your exact point, though, this is why I think the Lakers can do it, because they all know what they're getting into. And there's all these different questions about, can Russ fit in? Can Carmelo at this stage do what they're going to need him to do? They wouldn't have gone on this team and joined forces if they didn't believe it can happen. The only thing that scares me, guys, is you look at that graphic and you go, man, they're old. Like, they are legitimately pretty old, but they've got a hell of a lot of talent. You just wonder if the talent together is enough at this stage in their career.
Well, LeBron continues to weigh in on the age factor. Thank you, as if I didn't need more to. I think that's a gas emoji to gas me, #WashedKing. So clearly this is going. Here we go again. Nick, you're going to be saying that all season long. You're going to be calling up Dave, and you're going to be saying, here we go again. This is a discussion again and again. We also know the Lakers, right? They've made some changes to their training staff to try to maintain that health, right?
Yeah, they were ravaged by injuries last year, and they made decision to completely overhaul their training staff, and we'll see. I mean, it was kind of a knee-jerk reaction to what occurred on the court. You could say that they were freak injuries, but they are trying to get ahead of that by putting health at a premium.
I hope your gas tank is ready to go, because the
Vroom,
amount
vroom.
of storylines and soap opera in this team this year, you better load it up, baby, because every day I'm going to get a text like
October 19th.
Oh.
You're right around the corner.
And you are not going to, not a day sooner.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.